What's happening, you guys? Alright, we are current, it is, February 13th right now, about 8:20 p.m. local time. We are currently in the town of Nolanville, Texas. Let's see if I can get some better light for you guys. Curtin always likes to fight with me. Alright, anyway, we're going to, be delivering to the Walmart distribution center in Temple, which is maybe roughly 15 miles away, maybe just a tad less, somewhere in there, somewhere in the right ballpark, though, I believe. It's that cross-dock load that I picked up at the Walmart DC in Colton, as you guys might have seen from that video. I know that video was a little on the long side, but as a reminder, I do regularly put bookmarks in the videos to help you guys kind of skip through a little more quickly if need be. I need to slide over. Alright, anyway, we're going to be showing up there a little bit early. It is, I have an appointment, 01:30 appointment time. I can't check in any sooner than 00:30 or 12:30 tonight, and I'm expecting to be basically I'm going to be there about the better part of 4 hours early from when I can check in. But at the very least, I can get there, get post-trip, get a 10-hour break started. Then I can do that delivery in conjunction with my break, and I'll have plenty going on tomorrow as well. Why jump out behind me when you can move over and pass me? I don't get these people, why they do that shit. It's like I'm down to 46 miles an hour or so, 47, and they're still camping out behind me when... Me personally, there's the other lane right there. It was wide open. Why not go use it, and why get yourself slowed down? Unless you're busy, distracted driving. Alright, so that's what's going on here. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. I'm sure a lot of you guys watched it. I know I'm sure some of you guys didn't as well, but I don't know, tell you my thoughts on how everything all went, and maybe you guys can share your opinions in the your musings in the comment section as well. Whether you watched the game for the actual game, or if you watched it just for the commercials or whatever, hey, I'm interested in hearing your take on stuff, because in particular, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching the entire game. But I can't say that I spent even much of a thought looking at paying any attention to the commercials at all. I saw some of them, but for the most part, I wasn't listening to them, because where everybody else was mainly listening to the national TV broadcast while they're airing the program, and then they had the actual commercials. That's the only audio. I elected instead to listen to the Merrill and Mike show. Merrill Reese and Mike, damn, I can forget his last name, but the announcer and analyst for the Philadelphia Eagles radio network. As you guys know, I'm a longtime Eagles fan. I've been a supporter of the Eagles since I was in high school. I'm age 49 now, so that kind of tells you how long I've been following them. But, I had much more enjoyment listening to Merrill and Mike talking than, nothing against the guys who were announcing on TV, but I'd much rather listen to Merrill and Mike, sorry. So, and, even when it was on commercial breaks, I had that, that going on. So I couldn't really hear what was going on the commercials too much. I could see what was going on for the most part, but I didn't really think much of it, because I don't know, I've gotten so many Super Bowls over the last years. I've gotten to the point where the commercials don't impress me anymore. It used to be some really good, funny ones. Like a lot of times, Bud Light commercials were always good for a lot of laughs. Or, everybody would like the Clydesdale commercials for Budweiser and stuff. And speaking of,
now, Peter, this cold weather kind of messed up the colors on my striker radio, though. It still works. The radio sounds fine.
Speaking of those Clydesdales, Anheiser Busch used to have one of their Clydesdale farms real close to where I used to live. Now, I used to live in San Jacinto, California, right by Hemet, and it wasn't uncommon where when I would go down to Temecula or French Valley area of, which is just in between Hemet and Temecula, or Murrieta or Menifee area or whatever. I had a Subaru, and it was a lot of fun to drive on dirt. So there's this one particular road called Briggs Road over in the Menifee and Murrieta kind of border-ish area, I guess I would call it. I would go through there a lot just for fun, and I had come across this ranch there that had a bunch of Clydesdales, and so I would stop and take a look. I don't know shit about horses, but I know what a Clydesdale looks like, and I saw a bunch of Clydesdales there, and I was like, just kind of cool sitting there watching them. But then I realized that it was actually owned by Anheuser Busch. That was their lot until they decided finally to, at some point in time, to pack them all up and move them back out to Missouri, Kansas or Missouri or whatever the hell it was. I forget, but it was kind of interesting thing there. Anyway, but as far as those of you guys who are maybe interested in the commercials, let me know what were your favorite commercials or your least favorite commercials, because I honestly don't know what the good and bad ones are. I got a news article earlier that kind of ranked the top ones and all that, but I was listening to the, I had it queued up on my voice aloud reader while I'm driving, and I just listened. I hit the play button and just listened. I know they talked about that John Travolta one toward the end of the, that I think aired toward the end of the game, or I think in the fourth quarter sometime, if I recall. I could be wrong on that. I know it was the second half for sure, though. I guess it was a Grease homage or something along that line. I don't know. From what it sounded like, it's something involving Grease. I saw him in there, but damned if I know what the hell it was about. I don't even know what they were advertising, to be honest with you. That's how much attention I paid to the commercials. They just don't amuse me anymore like they used to for the most part. I think, even though it's been a long time for me since I've watched NASCAR racing on a regular basis, it actually got to where on every week basis, the NASCAR commercials, when you watch the Cup Series, the commercials that aired during those races on an every week basis were better than the Super Bowl ads, in my opinion. So I don't really care about Super Bowl ads unless there's something particularly good that people talk about, and then I'll check it out. Anyway, though, I was, by the way, we're on I-35 northbound now. When we started, we were on I-14 heading eastbound. We're going to go right up here, not too far up the road, and we'll be getting off on, I forgot the name of that loop. And we're in the Temple now. Alright, so, through Temple via 35, 10 minutes, 363 west is 16 minutes. Yeah, 363 loop, I think, is the one that I'm talking about. But anyway, I guess let's talk about the game, though. I know the officiating was a hot topic for seemed like a lot of people, even myself. The opening drive, when the Eagles were driving the ball down the field, I was wondering why the Chiefs did not get called for personal foul for helmet-to-helmet contact when they were tackling, I think it was Devontae Smith, or yeah, I think it might have been Devontae Smith who caught a pass from Jalen Hurts. But yeah, it was clear helmet-to-helmet contact, which is illegal. And I don't know why they didn't call the penalty on that. It was pretty obvious to me, even when it was even in real time, it looked like it was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and started showing the replay, same thing going on there. But it didn't. I mean, the drive still ended in a touchdown for the Eagles, so I was happy. So it wasn't such a big deal then, but still, should have been a penalty. Yeah, there were a lot of other calls, I'm sure, that really weren't so well called, or maybe stuff that got called that shouldn't have been called, or stuff that didn't get called but should have, and it affected both teams. There was one play where the Eagles got some kind of penalty for doing a substitution, but not giving the Chiefs enough time to sub out their defenders. And like, why the hell would that be a penalty? It's like, if the Chiefs can't get their guys on the field fast enough to match up with who the Eagles got coming in, that's their problem. That shouldn't be on the Eagles. If anything, should have been like too many people on the field against the Chiefs or something, if you're going to play that way. So I didn't get that one. I don't understand that one. Then the turf. Holy shit, man. Could that have been any shittier? I can't tell you how many times I was watching Eagles players slipping on the... I think I go further down now. I think this is the first part of the loop. Can't tell you how many times I saw Eagles players slipping on the turf. And I don't know that a lot of the plays where they were slipping would have made a lot of difference as far as the outcome of how many yards they would have gotten on before the play ended, but still, it affected them. I know a lot of the players on the Eagles were changing out their cleats. I don't know if I didn't happen to notice it was affecting how much it was affecting the Chiefs. Maybe they were better prepared for it already with proper footwear to handle it or something. I don't know. It just didn't seem as obvious that the Chiefs were having that kind of problem now. So I don't know what the story is on that. In that last series, though, man, that's definitely a controversial one. But now, letter of the law, letter of the rule book, whatever, they made the right call. Even James Bradbury, the Philadelphia Eagles player who got called for that penalty, even he agreed that it was a legit holding penalty. But here's where the problem is. One, the ref didn't throw the flag until a little bit later, after the ball was already overthrown. Now, he didn't throw the flag. I mean, shut up. No damn collision alert here, you stupid fuck. Anyway, there was, yeah, he could have thrown it right when the infraction happened, but he didn't throw it. He didn't throw the flag until the ball was already in the air and over the head of Juju. So, shit, I got that car coming over. I can wait for them to go by first. All right. So I can see why that was a bit of a controversial play. This is not the exit I want. Yeah, on the other hand, it's like whether he held or not, it's, even though it was a legit holding penalty, is that something that really should have been called? Because if you think about it, did it have any impact on the outcome of the play? The ball was overthrown, and I don't think that Bradbury holding Juju had enough of an impact where the ball would have been catchable regardless. So I don't know that really should have necessarily been called. But as the rules currently are, that was a legit call. Okay, HK Dodge and Loop is 2 miles away. That's the one I want, 363. So, yeah, there's a lot of good reason to have some controversy on that, but, you know, is it a bullshit penalty, like one that should not have been called at all, or is this something now where maybe they should talk about changing the rules or something in the off season and, you know, making a change to the rule book? Yeah, that's something maybe we can talk about. You guys can put it in the comments section and let me know what you think on that. Should that have been a non-call at all, as it was, and just kind of let them play ball, or hey, that's a legit penalty, and you know, just let's talk about maybe changing the rules in the off season. All right, I don't think this is the exit. I think it's the next one. Yeah, this is Highway Loop 290. I think it says Industrial Boulevard and 3rd Street. Oh, Spur 390. Yeah, and as I mentioned, I'm on HK Dodge and Loop. I think it's on a straightaway. I know there's a Buc-ee's over on the, I want to say it's a Buc-ee's over on this side of the highway. There's a Burger King or something like that. Burger King and Taco Bell or something right there by Buc-ee's, if I recall. I've been to this receiver a number of times. But yeah, I recall the exit being on a straightaway, and you can clearly see it is a Buc-ee's off this exit. And then you'll have a Cefco, I think it is, or whatever that truck stop is, on the other side of the highway, of the interstate, whatever. I usually stop there, but at this hour, with it being almost 8:40 now, I'm not sure that I'm going to find parking there right at this hour. So I can try. I can go there and give it a try, but comes down to it, I might have to just go straight down to the receiver and find street side parking over in that area. Yes, you can park on the street right in front of the Walmart DC, and as well as on some of the other streets in the area. Let me see if I can get a good look at the parking lot over there. Not in a good spot where I can really see yet. Yeah, there might be parking there. I don't know, there are usually two left turn lanes, usually always on, you guys are gonna pull that one on me, okay. I'm so used to there being a U-turn lane and then 2 left turn lanes, and so I tend to be in the second lane over when I'm on these service roads here in Texas, and it turns out there's no U-turn lane, and so there's certain little details like that where I'm not here all the time, but I'm here enough to have a really good idea about a lot of stuff, but certain little nitnoid details like that, I'll sometimes forget. Okay, yeah, there's Starbucks, Taco Bell, and Burger King right here. I forgot what was even over here. And then, it is Cefco with the Wendy's, the truck stop that I can't tell if there's any parking available there. We can go over there and give it a try, but if not, we'll just press on and go find street side parking. Alright, I don't know that I can't remember if there's a driveway here on the service road that I can use. I'm not used to going in on that side. I usually come in over here on where the fuel island is at. I'm not expecting to find parking here, but I don't know. Oh, actually, it looks like there might be one right in front of me. Just the tandem there. Those 2 trucks there, the way they're angled though, I'm not so sure it's, no, these are drop trailers over here. I think that is not a parking spot. What is this one? No, it's a dumpster. Yeah, there's a flatbed or something over there. No, there's a barrier there. Come on. I can't stand this truck with the way it responds to throttle inputs. We'll check over here on this side. Come on, dude. What are you doing? What do we got here? Delta 4003. I guess he was just waiting on me. Alright, if we don't find anything right here, like I said, I can always park on the street. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find one. This is probably, yep. Alright. So, yeah, this lot is full. Alright, I don't want to be forced to go south. Watch my mirrors, make sure I'm not going to cut off somebody coming at me. Yeah, we'll just go park on the street and, you know, you can even park, usually I find trucks parking on the street over here on the loop as well. Now there's an exit right over here in front of us. I'm going to go ahead and use that to get over to the, get out on, what's this guy doing now? Doesn't have his four-ways on, so I don't know what he's... So he's got backup lights, but I can't... I had no... Man, Hotshot, you had to have your four-ways on. I was just about ready to go behind you, but, you know, until I saw you backing up finally. Doing? I don't like being confused. Oh, go for it. Might have a parking spot here. Got lucky. Maybe some fun time parking next to a RV driver though. Probably a homeless person. You that hotshot driver's not going to be the most happy with me, but I was just in a better position than he was in, really. So we'll just call this one here, and we'll continue this when it's time to make our delivery. Alright guys, it's time to go make our delivery now. It's 12:30. Looks like the Stevens truck had just left, probably going to the same spot, because he just pulled out of a spot here. Alright, we'll come out here and... Yeah, Stevens is making a left. Shut up! I always forget I gotta do that before I start moving, otherwise it'll start going all Karen on me like that. Drives me nuts. Left here, then probably follow Stevens right over to the DC. I'm willing to bet you anything Stevens is also delivering at Walmart. I had to make sure the VSYSTO camera was set to the rear camera view. Now you might notice that the view kind of sucks when the night vision is on, but when it starts getting actual light from other sources like people's headlights or floodlights and stuff, it actually works pretty nice. Alright, also, we were kind of talking about the Super Bowl earlier. On the way over here, I'd also gotten an update that I guess this Super Bowl was the third most watched Super Bowl in history. I guess 2017 or whatever it was between the Patriots and Falcons, I think was second most or something, and then some other one I can't remember was the highest rated. So yeah, it turned out even though I don't like the end result, it was a damn good game. Very good game. And, you know, before the season started, there were a lot of, Jalen Hurts had a lot of haters. Philly fans did not like him. Mostly he said that he wasn't a very accurate passer, and he didn't have a very good arm either. He worked really hard during the offseason to strengthen that. And actually it turned out, at the end of the season, when it comes to passes of I think 20 or more yards and air yards. It turned out he was actually the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. So Windland Road we're going to take right here. Yeah, exactly what I was saying there. Stevens is going there. So he's made some great improvements, and he's still a rookie practically. This is only his third season, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got to offer as his career progresses, and he gets more, as he gets up toward his prime. So you guys might know, if you're not sports fans, you might not know, or I don't know, but those of you guys who are, men usually reach their physical prime in late 20s. Late 20s, maybe even 30-ish. And Jalen is young, so he's got a few more years to go before he's even getting into his prime. I liken him to what I remembered when Kobe Bryant was a rookie. Yeah, I told you before I grew up a big Lakers fan, and I was always watching Laker games. I don't so much anymore. It's just not the same. I'm not listening to Chick Hearn and Stu Lance like I always used to. Is he not going to Walmart now, or he's going over to the right lane? So maybe he's not actually going to Walmart. Anyway, yeah, I remember back in those days, Kobe, he would dazzle you with these spectacular plays, but then the very next moment he'd do something really stupid and make you wonder, like, what the hell was he thinking? Okay, Stevens, what are we doing? I don't know where he's going now. Right here is my turn now. See, he's confused, so how much you want to bet he is coming here to Walmart and he just didn't know what side? All right, be the right lane. Yep, he is turning into here. So yeah, he must be new here. I'll probably following his GPS instead of looking out the mirror, looking out the windows and seeing what's around and stuff. Looking on Google Maps where it's at on the map could have done him a lot of good there. Don't need GPS to tell you what side of the road it's on. You just look on the map and you can see that it's on that side. Alright, we'll get checked in here. continue this. Alright guys, we are checked in. We're going to dock into door 68. So I just learned something new from this. The guy, there was a white guy, probably in his 50s, 60s, whatever, I don't know, and then a black female. Yeah, they told me about how, I guess this is actually one of the OG Walmart DCs here. I guess it was one of like only 3 DCs when it first opened. He said he opened this one up in 1994, I think. I guess it used to be a McLean distribution center or something, and then they bought it from them and did some expanding and all that kind of stuff. And since he mentioned it, I was like, you know, there are a couple between this one and a couple others. I did find it kind of fascinating how when you go into the receiving office, or as they call it, the Central Transportation Office, or CTO, you go in the door and then there's like a hallway you go down to, go through to get to the actual receiving office. And most Walmarts are not like that. Normally when you deliver to Walmart, you walk in and you're already right there in the reception area, I guess you would call it, for the CTO. But yeah, this one, a couple others, I'm just brain farting on which ones. It could be Paul's Valley and Ochelada, I don't know. A couple of them that I regularly go to, though, I recall are like that. So yeah, interesting information that he gave me there. Alright, now this DC does have kind of weird dock door numbers. Normally Walmart DCs like this would be the 100 wing here, and then the doors that reefer trucks usually dock in at would be the 300 wing, but this one's a little bit different. It's just sequential. Like this is door 20 right here to my left. So 68 is probably going to be a little further down this wing over here. I was expecting this section over here anyway, but they say normally when most DCs, like this very first door would be 301, and it would go up from there. Okay, 49 right there is between those two dock doors, or those drop trailers. So it should be over here. It's 56. Okay, we're going to be further down by where these drop trailers are, it looks like. Alright, yeah, I'm going to be right next to this drop trailer. So let me get my doors open, because I won't be able to get the left door open when I'm next to that drop trailer. At least I don't think I will. Alright, let's get back into here. There is this guy walking up toward in our direction now, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on him. Make good eye contact with him so he knows that I know that he's there. Two people not paying attention to each other is how people get hit, hurt, and killed, or whatever. And any kind of eye contact at all to confirm that we're aware of each other is hugely important. I'm having a hard time telling because that green door light for the adjacent door, it's right next to my door, and it's throwing me off because I normally expect my door light to be on this side, which it is, but it's so close to my door on this one that and I don't see the line there, so I was having a hard time figuring out. Figuring out the angle I needed to be at. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect and go get checked in, and we'll finish this up on the way when we get out of here. Alright guys, we are done unloading. It is 3:39 in the morning. I'm going to get out of here now. Plan of attack now is we're going to go over to the Love's truck stop up the road, just 2 exits up. I would go just back over here to Cefco to finish a 10-hour break, but if you watched my pickup video, you might have noticed that, or if you watched all of it, you might have noticed that I had like a show and tell section there about when I hooked up to this trailer at the drop yard. The front left brake was out of adjustment. It is still out of adjustment, so more reason to suspect that the slack adjuster is no good on that axle position. So I'm gonna go over there and see if I can get it fixed. I'll get it replaced before I go pick up my reload. Speaking of reload, what do we have going on there? I will be picking up I'll be picking up in Dallas at the Americold facility there. Been a while since I've been to that shipper, but yeah, I've been there several times in the past. Yeah, both with Sierra England and with JCT. But yeah, it's probably been at least a good year since I was last there. I don't know, I'd have to check my records. But yeah, it's no stranger at all. I'm no stranger at all to that place. Just been a while. Alright, otherwise, really not too much else going on here, I guess, for that. Won't be done with my 10 until 7 a.m. Yeah, and I don't think the shop there, they usually, Love's tends to not have a mechanic on duty until about 7 a.m. anyway, so I don't think it'll do me any good to check in until then. But yeah, it's going to be a rough day for me because trying to get into here and out of here while I'm supposed to be on a 10-hour break, and then needing to get that slack adjuster replaced, and then have to go over there to Dallas to pick up the reload, which it's due for pickup at 11 a.m. Can't see which. I always forget which. Usually it's the outer lane that they want us in, but I couldn't see anything saying which lane to use. Find out. Probably finding out the hard way I'm in the wrong lane, but yeah, most Walmart DCs, they want you in the outer lane on the way out. Okay. Really don't need to drag this on at all. Actually, I do have a valid clock as I'm technically on a split, so I could really just run whenever it's time to run. And slack adjuster, where it's not adjusting, I could always adjust it myself. And make everything hunky-dory there, but it doesn't solve the issue.
A new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived. You have 5 hours and 7 minutes of remaining drive time.
Alright, anyway, yeah, it's not going to fix the issue of why is it not adjusting in the first place when it's supposed to be auto-adjusting. So I think the better thing to do would be to just go ahead and take it to a shop and get them to replace the slack adjuster. Let's put some heat up on this windshield so we can get this fog out of here. Alright, now I will go ahead and end the video right now, but I know you guys like backing footage, so now of course I guess the other question is there even going to be parking available there? We'll give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and high speed it from here to there so we don't make this unnecessarily long getting over there. Yeah, so maybe we'll just send this with a truck back and over at the Loves for you guys. Alright guys, we are in Troy, Texas now. By the way, if you're not really sure where Temple is or all the areas I was at, when we started the video, I was near Killeen. And right now we are just south of Waco. Now Waco would be off of Interstate 35, a couple hour drive south of Dallas. Alright, we're going to come down here on the southbound service road. I guess he was waiting for me. I thought, technically, I think he had the right of way. Alright, we're going to turn right in over here. And I want to say there's actually a driveway over here as well on the... Yeah, beside the fuel island side, but just to be sure, because I've only been there a few times, but with it being dark, I can't tell if really is a driveway. I want to say no. I recall there's not one. It's this one right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn right here. We're just going to go straight back to the parking area and hopefully find a place to park. It's almost 4 a.m. so I can't imagine there being any problems finding a place to park at this hour. It's right around the time when all the some of the solar power drivers are starting to leave for the day. There's a JCT parked right here, by the way. Speaking of, there was another JCT docked in about 5 or so doors over from me when I got the call about my bills. It turned out it's somebody I know too. It's a newer JCT driver who I've actually been mentoring, but I think he was sleeping, so wasn't able to meet up with him. I think that's a makeshift spot there. Let's see. That's a drop trailer in that spot. Might be one over here by that hot shot, but I'm already on this side. That one's occupied. No, that's not a good spot over there. That's more like a bobtail spot over there because there's a curb thing, whatever. Alright, yeah, all these spots here are occupied. What about this one over here next to this red truck? That one is occupied, okay. So we'll go check out part. I think might have seen a spot just now over facing that direction. This might be one here too, but I'm facing the wrong way. Nope, that's occupied. There's a bobtail in it. Drop trailer. Get my windows open. I can't see. Damn. Bit of a crowd here. What's this here? That. Well, I could have parked there, but that truck that's nosed in is, well, actually, right on the. I should say, fuck it. I'm parking there anyway. There's one here, but I'm facing the wrong way. Damn it. Let's see. There's a few spots over here on my side. Alright, let me get turned around. Gotta watch that tail swing. Ah, shit. This car hauler complicated it. I was worried about my tail swing. Want to make sure I wasn't going to get too close to any of these other guys. Alright, I can go for this one here. Let's wait on this guy to go by first. Might be a little bit on the tight side because that flatbed are parked over there, but I don't think I'm going to have an option but to go for no matter what spot I go for, I believe I'm going to have to deal with illegally parked trucks. Alright. Looks like we're starting to angle a little bit toward this guy on my sight side, so I'm going to square it up. Looks like we're good otherwise. Yeah, we got a winner here. Alright, well that concludes the backing footage for the final backing footage here, whatever. And for the video as well. That's it. Like I said, we have an 11 a.m. pickup time at Maricold in Dallas. That'll be going to Casa Grande, Arizona. I'm not really the most keen on picking that load up, to be honest with you, because mainly the concerns here I have about me need to get some rest, and also need to get the slack adjuster replaced or at least checked out for serviceability. And I have to run, yeah, I don't know, it's not too bad. It'll be 580, 590 mile shifts average to get there, but I have to do it in 2 shifts. That's not incredibly difficult at all, but on not so much sleep, I'm not so sure I really care about doing that. Also, I'm on recaps. I only got 14:53 on my 70-hour clock, and I got just under 4 hours coming back. That is just under 19 hours to work with between today and tomorrow. It is due on the 16th, and it is with those miles, just a little bit less than 1,200 miles, I need about 20 hours of on-duty time to work with to cover that distance. So it's going to be, I'm going to definitely need the recap for the delivery day for at least a couple of hours, or an hour or two of those recaps, perhaps, to get it all the way there. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm hoping they schedule the delivery for as late as possible on the 16th. It's going to be an early morning delivery more likely, but I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. Let me check my load assignment, double check that. Because I believe it was not scheduled yet. Yeah, it's not scheduled. Do not deliver early. Yeah, it's modern. Okay. Alright, anyway. That's a wrap on here, right, guys? Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys... please add in your comments what your thoughts on the Super Bowl were and all that, or anything else you saw in this video, all right? All right, we'll see you guys in Dallas on the next one, all right? Y'all have a great day.